Having internal discipline and the ability to actually execute is really what will separate the great from the good. Let me explain. You know, in our business, in real estate and in mortgage, especially those in real estate as it's more entrepreneurial as being independent contractors, the thing about our business and what people don't understand or seem to lose sight of is that no one's telling you have to go to work. I always looked at real estate like college. When you go to college, it's not like high school. You have to go to high school. You have to get up, you got to get there at 7:15, whatever it is. You just have to get through high school. But when you get to college, if you don't get up for your 8 a.m., no one's making you get up. There's a discipline to college. I heard the stat before. I heard it was 22% of freshmen drop out their first semester. And it's because they don't have any discipline. They're used to mom and dad waking them up, time to go to school, even at 15 and 16 years old. And in college, no one's telling you, you fail, you flunk, you're done. It is what it is, you're out. And so I think that's kind of, it's not about where you get your degree from, it's did you finish the job, and that's the execution part. And in real estate, it's the same thing. What is your level of discipline? I think that people equate a full day's work to, I got into the office, I checked some emails, I did a lunch, I did a walkthrough, I did a couple showings. That's a full day's work. And the reality is, those that treat it as, I'm just gonna do these tasks, are the ones that will never get to the 40 and 50 and $60 million in production. Because what separates the great in real estate are those that structure their day with discipline to do the things that they don't want to do. Because the things that they don't want to do is the building blocks. It's setting your calendar right. It's marketing. It's staying consistent with whatever your ad spend is or your marketing campaign consists of. It's doing the open houses. It's creating your brand. Like all the things that come from after you get some clients and you're starting to roll a little bit, how do you grow from there? What happens is a lot of people take real estate, they wake up and they're like, okay, I gotta go do a showing, I got a listing appointment, and that's really about it today. So they go to a showing, maybe two, that's an hour and a half, then they have a listing appointment, and it's like that was a full day, and it's not. A full day is a full day. And it's those that take the day to say, I don't have anything scheduled from 1 o'clock till 5 o'clock, and that's great because I can work on this. Not that's great, so I can go to the gym, get my groceries done, come home, clean the house, and it's a Thursday. On Saturdays, I got some clients coming into town, I'm gonna show them from 10 to 2 on Saturday. What about after 2 o'clock? What about before 10? Like, I don't know a job that you can start work at 10. I don't know about you, but most jobs you don't start at 10, you start at 8. The discipline is doing the things that aren't on the calendar. The discipline is doing the things that get you to that next level. It's finding ways to stay busy and implementing this into your workflow, to your process, to what you do. And then what happens, and this is the beauty part of it all, the beauty part of all of that is, as you start to become consistent with staying busy, you find paths. You find what's starting to work, and then you start focusing on these couple things instead of the broad stroke approach of 8 to 10. If you don't allow yourself to get busy and you don't discipline yourself to say, look, on my calendar, I can be done at 2 today, but work doesn't end till 6, those are the agents that make it. Those are the entrepreneurs that make it. Those are the ones in corporate America that find themselves becoming the executive vice president. They find ways to work. The people that put the minimum effort in to get by, or to say, and a lot of times the excuse comes from having a lack of discipline. This is a huge, huge issue for me. And I see it in people, is when they make the excuse that it got done, but for some reason they never go above and beyond. Good luck convincing them that you could have done more, because they know that they make the excuse for themselves that, yeah, but I got it done. It's really hard to have a discussion with somebody that doesn't have motivation versus somebody that's just built that way. Like, I get up every day and go to work, and I still work on the weekends. Not as much, but I still work on the weekends. But every single day I'm working, and I'm putting in 10 hours a day. Between calls and being at the office and everything that I got going on, I probably put in 10, some days 11 hours work. And on the weekends, at least 4 to 5 hours whether that's Saturday or Sunday, just depends on what the family's doing. I'm just built that way because I'm thinking about work. I want to work. Work is my therapy. Work is my way to have the discipline to say, I can do things even I didn't think was possible. And then you have those people that whatever the minimum is to get by, they did the work. But did they do it to the best of their extent? Did they put in the extra hours? Are they getting to that next level? And these people work on tasks. They don't work on projects. Tasks are, what do I got to do today to get the job done? Projects are, what do I got to do for the future? That's what they don't work on. And great entrepreneurs work on the projects. See, that's the problem. Projects take time and people don't want to put in the effort because it's the hard work. It's the discipline of putting a project together and then seeing it all the way through. They just want to work on the tasks. And there's a lot of those people. And that's fine. But you're never going to be great. And very few of you will be good. You're going to be average. You're going to be average. And if you're in the corporate world, eventually that habitual attitude of just get the job done doesn't bode well when they're talking about who's going to be the next leader. The next leader is the one that gets in early, that stays late, that when the task is assigned to them, that they not only complete the task, but it was done better than the person that assigned it to them. This is better than I had hoped it would be. The lazy people and the non-disciplined people, they get it and it's good enough. So do you want to be good enough or do you want to be great? It's really hard to instill that in people because it's like I don't know if it's a born condition or if it's a learned condition, but for some reason it's really hard to get people to want to work hard. Some of us just have it and some of us don't. But if you're watching this video, ask yourself and be honest with yourself, where do you fall in? I'll bet a lot of you fall in the middle. I do go above and beyond, but I'm not consistent with it. Why? I mean, it's okay to have an honest conversation with yourself. Why? What is it that's holding you back? Why is it that you can't be disciplined enough to put in those extra hours? And I'm not talking about because I have a family or these other things. That has nothing to do with it. Your personal life has nothing to do with this. That's your personal life. You make decisions on when you choose to work. And if family and your personal life come into play a lot, great, get up earlier, stay up later, work Saturday or Sunday. Find the time is my point. You can always find the time. Do you make excuses not to find the time? I don't know. Have an honest conversation with yourself. Where do you fall into play? And if you are putting in the effort consistently, time and time and time again, and you're like, but I'm not seeing the results, you will. You always will. But the thing is, the results isn't like bang. It's not like you go from 10 to 100. You go 10 to 15 to 20 to 25 to 30, 35 to 40, 45 to 50. And in a couple years, you look back and you look at the mountain you climbed and the mountain you're continuing to climb. Whereas those that don't do that, this is their trajectory. Just flat. You're never gonna get anywhere without the discipline to want to put in the work. Have an honest conversation with yourself and make a change. If you wanna make a change, you are the only one that can change it. No one owes us anything. No one owes you anything. No one. You owe yourself. That is it. If you succeed, you succeeded. If you fail, you failed. No one else is a byproduct of what you can become. Nobody. So stop, for those that are lazy, stop pointing the finger. You're the only person that can make the change. You. I'd love to see people make change that have watched this video.